And what do we need? Everybody, one vice versa love. Vice versa love. Come on and get some. Vice versa love. Come on and get it. Vice versa love.
Checking for
To
sound.
all the rude boys.
1, 2. Yeah. Got us.
Down all your guns.
Yeah.
Only ammunition we need is love. Love for everyone. Mothers, tell your daughters. Fathers, please tell your sons. Just warn them, teach them, tell them, show them. That's what we need. Everybody, we want vice versa love. To all the hungry, vice versa love. To all the rejects, we want vice versa love. Come on and get it. Vice versa love. Warn them. Please give an helping hand, oh Jah, to guide all of us together. People are straying and straying, dividing themselves from each other. What we need is love. That's what we need. Everybody, we want vice versa love. To all the hungry, vice versa love. To all the reject, we want vice versa love. Come on and get it. Vice versa love. Warn them, teach them, tell them.
Just the other day, he said I ran into this beautiful lady. She asked me my name, and I told her it's Egyptian. Immediately, she said, boy, I gotta give you something from her body. And I said, baby, quickly. She said, I don't want you to with me, baby. You don't need to worry. She never felt so right. I said yes, baby, breathe on me tonight. She said, it's still a girl, pretty little girl. It's still a girl, pretty little girl. I said yes, little girl, pretty little girl. All I wanna know. This little girl, pretty little girl. This little girl, pretty little girl. This little girl, pretty little girl. I wanna know.
The whole town's talking about her. This sweet little girl from Gitaya. She goes. Where in the world did she get it? Don't ask me, I don't know. I'll find the right words to say to get her into my world. God knows I'm serious, I'm not joking. I know you're saying I'm crazy, telling your friends I'm a clown. I really like what I'm seeing, so I won't back down. I know that you know my intentions. On the table I lay down my cards. I'm making making all the preparations to send my arrow to your heart. I'll find the right words to say to get you into my world. God knows I'm serious and not joking. I invited her out to the movie.
Oh, yeah. There's so much I wanna say to you. Whoa. Slow it down so I can say what I wanna say. Whoa. Shouldn't have to tell you how I feel. You know my loving is real. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. What is this that I feel? Taking control of me. My body's in trouble. It's you that I need. Yeah. Is it how you walk? Is it how you talk? Or is it how you smile that make me come alive? I wanna know what it is about you. Cause every little thing that I've been searching for, girl, I see it in you. You're my dream come true. Every single day, in every little way, every single night I pray that you'll be there for me. Cause I'll be there for you. Stevie. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. Oh yeah, I'll be down by the river, singing songs of joy on this lovely day. Oh yeah, singing birds for me. By sunrise, he's always there in the morning, praying and blessing the day. I've heard about this little tale long time ago, but never had the faith to believe in my soul. Now Mother Nature said to me, breathe the birds, sing the song, just like me. It was so. Now I'm on my way. Anyone come to see me this day, tell them I'll be gone for the day. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. Oh yeah, I'll be down by the
Just like a game, love you give to me so real, makes me give in. Girl, just like magnet to steal your love, keeps pulling me in. If it's a battle I fight for you, I have to win. To prove to you my love, so deep within. It's even getting deeper since I reached you. Longing more, my baby to love me more. What am I longing for?
Yeah.
Babylon release the cure. What am I longing for?
Sure.
My baby to love me more.
Yes,
What
sir.
am I longing for?
Yeah. Two. Two.
Just give me the yard, run up X amount of bills for your platinum card. To a tantrum, with my nose are running a court. Some may get to know feeling nice off a child support. My friend, I love you, cause you keep drinking HQ.
Two.
Could have fit in the Benz, so give thanks for the H2. Me know why you left me and be a while.
Two. Two. All right. Yeah. Two.
My eyes can see more clear as long as you're standing there. Seems like I'm in a dream, or things are the way they seem. Sorry if I treat you bad, or if I ever make you sad. Didn't mean to get so mad. You're the best thing I ever had. I don't know what to do. I'm so in love with you. I hurt you, yes it's true, but I got a few words for you. It's okay, it's alright. I'm gonna make it on the morning. Steamy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bottle and glass. Baga, good night. What's going on? You good? All right. We're getting ready to start. We're here in Bottle and Glass tonight. Everything looking nice. Yeah. All right. Bottle and glass, Baga, good night. Good night. Central Leeward. All right. Hey, now, man. We're getting ready to start the thing tonight. I don't want no trouble from you tonight, eh? All right, good. All right, Mr. DJ. All right. Okay, Mr. DJ, thank you very much. So let we say good night once again. Bottle and glass, we are here. Barrelly, Central Leeward, good night. Yes. I don't know much about you, but I done ready for the man. Them ring the bell and let we go with the thing, and a man. Time for us to go to the polls. And wherever you are tonight, viewing, listening, we welcome you to the heart of Central Leeward, Bottle and Glass. We're right down in Barrelly tonight. And as we get started, before we go any further, of course, we want to start off with a word of prayer. I'd like to welcome at this point in time to start us off with a word of prayer the lovely Weena, ladies and gentlemen, to get us started. And then we go straight into the national anthem. Good night, Weena.
Good night, Bottle and Glass. Good night, Barrelly. Good night, all of Central Leeward. And good night, the entire nation of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are here tonight to host our second meeting here in Central Leeward. And I am about to say a word of prayer. And if we are going to pray with God, our heart has to be in tune. We might not be a devoted Christian, but you're going to go silent and let me pray. Almighty and most merciful God, as we gather here tonight, you know the reason why we are here. We are here as we bring our brother here, that we will usher in a new change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the new future. And that we are here to press the issues of all that is happening in our country that is wrong. And that everything that we are going to say tonight will be something that will honor and glorify your name. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yep. And so we're doing it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me, of course, acknowledge the members of the New Democratic Party that are here with us tonight, because we have a very sharp meeting for you, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are ready for the election. So it's been following. Of course, we are in Central Leeward tonight. We just making some changes to the program here tonight. We are going to go with our first speaker. I have it here, Mr. Cornelius, welcome, but I think we're going to make the change. So who are we going to go with first? Who are we going to go with first again? All right, so we're going to go with our first speaker tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Lance. Is here with us. Lance, where are you? Come on, Lance. Come. Come to the podium and get us started here tonight. We want to make sure that we send the message loud and clear in Central Leeward. There's only one candidate, and that is none other than Conroy Huggins. Please welcome Lance to the podium, our first speaker tonight, to get it started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Aye, 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 aye. I've been down to hell, pop, with the ULP, pop. Thank God for NDP to come and rescue me. Aye, aye, pop, aye, aye, pop, aye, aye, pop, aye, aye, pop. I've been down to hell, pop, with the ULP. Papa, thank God for NDP to come and rescue me. Political leader, our next Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, Vice President, Major Sinclair Lecoq, MP for Central Kingston, MP for West Kingston, the Honorable Daniel Cummins, candidate of the hour, Brother Conroy Huggins, candidate for North Leeward, who will be here shortly, the unstoppable Kishore Shallow. Other platform speakers, my very good friend, Brother Bishop, and Sister Louise Mitchell. Listeners and viewers online, folks of Bottle and Glass, a blessed good night. Tonight, I am happy to stand here on this wonderful party platform. Tonight, Bottle and Glass, we are not here to play gutter politics. We are here to talk about the issues that is affecting us in Barley and Central Leeward by extension. And I want to tell you this, that the Lord has chosen Brother Conroy Huggins for such a season like this. You see, I just sang a while ago that I was in hell with the ULP. The Lord sent my friend, our friend, down to hell to look for his friends, his family, the entire community of Barley, and by extension, Central Leeward. And when Conroy came and he saw me in hell, he said, "Hey, Jer, what are you doing here?" He said, "Hold my hand. and come, because the Lord say that there is light at the end of the tunnel under him and the New Democratic Party. Tonight, people of Buckland Glass, a few weeks ago, we started the thing. We changed gear in our political campaign with a series of public meetings. And I mentioned to the people of Curtains that the Lord has chosen a group of their people to fight the political war for them. Conroy Huggins, a bred and born Curtin man. And I have been living in Curtains for the past 22 years. I'm not from there. I will come to that just now. And we have one of the best teams ever put together in Central Leeward. That is Team Huggins, to fight the political war for you. Buckland Glass, tonight I want to tell you that you is no exception, because Conroy Huggins, he went to preschool right here in Buckland Glass. He grew up between the people of Buckland Glass. And that's the reason why the Lord chose him to fight the political war for you, the people of Buckland Glass. And yours truly. Guess what? Brother Huggins, I am a Jamdong man. It's the first time people is knowing this, you know. I was born right there at Sophie Hall. I remember my mother used to say to me, Lance, you're born at Sophie Hall, Curtains Hill. But as I grew older, and when I look at it, Sophie Hall is closer to Buckland Glass than Curtains Hill. So I am a Jamdong man. So Buckland Glass, your own, is here for fighting for you on this political scene. And I am telling you that I am not backing down from the fight. I am here tonight to tell you that we are seeing light at the end of the tunnel. It is not my call. It is the Lord's call. He chose Brother Huggins for this time. We are talking about these. Look at there. The 4 pillars that is going to uplift you, the people of Buckland Glass, out of poverty. The ULP doesn't want this to come and stream, you know. No, they doesn't want this. Agriculture, blue economy, tourism, new economy. They don't want that. Because why? They want to keep you, the people of Buckland Glass, poor, so that you have to come begging them for a little handout. Is that what you want? We are a better nation than that. Tonight, I am here to tell you, people of Buckland Glass, we are a better nation than that. Now I hear they're going wrong. And I want to tell you this, and I know the rest of the speakers after me will talk about it tonight as well. They have the caretakers going wrong and telling you that if you vote for the NDP, they are going to take away your work. That's rubbish. That's utter nonsense. I'm telling you, we are not that kind of a party. The only party in this country taking our people's job is the Unity Labour Party. They fired people from the work because they refuse from taking a vaccine. So they're coming and telling us about taking our job. That's nonsense. I am here tonight to tell you, be aware of them. Be aware of them. Buckland Glass, a few months ago, my team, Team Huggins, we started something that we call Night Walk. And my group and I, we chose Buckland Glass to make that force stop. And when we come into this community, the young people, when we engage them in conversations, They lay out so much of issues that they are facing. But tonight, people of Buckland Grass, I want to point out just two of those things that the young people said to us right here. They said, when they wake up one morning, and they already have their morning shower, and their breakfast, and everything like that, they must be able to put on their clothes and go to a job. That is one. And the second one, they point out to us, they say that they want their playing field back. Folks of Buckland Grass, and if I'm wrong, Brother Huggins, you could correct me. Barley is the only place where you have a square playing field, a square dimension of a playing field. No other place in this country have a square dimension of a playing field. And what they do with it, they took it and they turn it into a forest. They turn it into a forest. But I want to say this to the people of Buckland Grass. You are a decent community. Because you know what happened? A lot of things could have happened here in Buckland Grass, you know. You don't have a job to go to. You don't have a playing field to go and showcase your skills. And you could have turned to crime and violence, but you say, no, you're going to stay focused, and the Lord will send somebody to fight for you in this country. That's the reason why the Lord sent Brother Conroy Huggins to fight the political war for you in Central Leeward. Friends of the NDP, the season is now. The time is now. I want to urge you tonight, whenever the big man ring the bell, go to the polls, go out early, and make sure you cast your vote for Brother Conroy Huggins. This young man, he have you at heart. He has Central Leeward at heart. And he said he is not leaving anyone behind.
Steamy, steamy, steamy.
That's the reason why when the Lord sent him to hell to look for his friends and family and the entire constituency of Central Leeward, he left hell with a large contingent of people behind him. And what I can tell you here, people of Jandong, day after day, night after night, more and more people coming out of hell to support Conroy Huggins and the NDP. It is reality. More and more people coming because we have a man of class and of quality. Jandong, I want to ask this question here tonight. I want to ask you this. Do you know that for the past 4.5, 5 years, that we don't have a police station in this community? We don't have a police station in Barley, you know. What we have in Barley is some decent policemen and policewomen stationing in a house at Peter's Hope. We don't have a station. And when I spoke to the area representative about it, you know what he said? He said, comrade, the station have plumbing issue. You ever hear anything so? He have houses on both sides of the Barley police station there. None of those houses have issue. Why the station should have issue, plumbing issue? The man can't run a marble shop. It's political office he go run. We are getting rid of him. So when our friends in North Leeward say, the man down so is Wani, I want to tell our colleagues in North Leeward that we also have a Wani in Central Leeward. One term Brewster will get after this election. He gone. There is no two ways about it. We must get rid of them. Folks of Buckland Grass, you know, I am a believer of God. I believe in God. And this has to be God. It is not me. When Brother Huggins came to hell and he saw me, he said, hold my hand. He said, I am not leaving you. Hold my hand and let's go. And I walk with my friend. And when we have this series of meetings going on, he said to me, bro, I want you to open the button. And I am prepared that anytime he asks to open the button, because I am supporting him 100%. Tonight, we are out to have an excellent meeting. Battle on Glass, change is coming. Change is coming to Central Leeward. Change is coming to Barley. I want tonight to send a challenge to my friends on the other side. And I want everybody in Battle on Glass to hear me. There's a lot of talking going about. Tonight, I want to send a challenge to them. Randy and his crew. If you want to win Barley and Central Leeward, bring your team and come. Come and challenge Brother Conroy Huggins and his team.
Steamy.
That's the challenge. You want to win it? Let's go to the people in a public debate. Let us debate the issue that the people has been facing in Central Leeward. Come. Bring your team and come. We are prepared for that challenge. And let's debate the issues. Battle on Glass, tonight, you're looking lovely. You're looking lovely. I don't want to take much more time because there's a lot of speakers to come after me. But as I conclude, I want to say this to you tonight, people of Battle on Glass. When you took ill and you go to a doctor with that complaint, and the doctor prescribed medication for you, and while taking those medications, the problem getting worse. What do? You stop taking those medications, and you're going to another doctor for a second opinion. Tonight, we have been going to this doctor for 25 years, and the problem remains the same. I am urging you, let's change the doctor. And that is the reason why, and Poland, go to the polls, vote solidly for Brother Conroy Huggins, and ensure that Central Leeward seat come home for the New Democratic Party. Good night, thank you for having me, and God bless you.
Yeah, come on and give it up for Lance. One of the strong members that Conroy have on his team in Central Leeward. Well, I see the key is here. I see the bell is here. Battle on Glass, we nice tonight. Let me take this opportunity. Mr. DJ. Hold on, I know the vibes are nice, but let me take this opportunity to welcome members of the New Democratic Party we have here with us tonight. And when I call the name, I want all of them to make some noise because they are here tonight to show support for Conroy Huggins. Give it up for, of course, Vice President of the New Democratic Party, Major St. Clair Leacock. Party Chairman West Kingstown in the house, the Honorable Daniel Cummins is here. And if you was watching Parliament, they were on fire in Parliament, and I'm sure you're going to hear the talk about it tonight because, hey, Battle on Glass, we making noise tonight, Central Leeward. Let me take this opportunity, of course, to acknowledge the presence of another man all the way from North Leeward. Dr. Kishore Shallow is here with us tonight. We also have the daughter of the founding father of the New Democratic Party, Louise Mitchell, with us tonight. We representing strong in Central Leeward tonight. Please give it up for the Young Dems president, Mr. Esteban. He is here with us tonight. And hey, I'm missing anybody? Anybody missing? I'm missing somebody. I'm missing somebody. And of course, your representative, the man who will take the lead in Parliament to represent you. Give it up for Conroy Huggins! Yeah. All right. And we got so much more in store for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're making sure we send the message loud and clear from Central Leeward. You see what happened in the last 2 general elections in Central Leeward? You see what happened in the last 2 elections in Central Leeward? That is not supposed to happen, and we're not going to make it happen this time around. If every single one of you have to come out in your numbers and stand up for what is right on election day and the day after, when they announce that Conroy Huggins is the winner and they try to cheat and tell you that there's somebody else, we want the whole of Central Leeward come out and stand and rally behind Conroy because, hey, we want an NDP forming government going forward, ladies and gentlemen. We will not stand for it. So please, welcome our next speaker. You know her. I know her. We all know and love her. She's going to come in with the fire and energy. Please welcome your very own, Mina!
Good night again. Yes.
I see them coming after my soul.
Remain strong.
Control.
Don't matter what the enemy try to you, just show them we can rise above that. And that's who I am. I'm a woman who can conquer anything what God is in me. I can win. Good night, Batland Glass.
All of the prophets. But
Okay. Good night, Batland Glass. Good night, Barley. Good night, Layu. Good night, Bukumen. Good night, all of Central Leeward together. Good night, all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines together. Here in Barley, as we gather for our second meeting, let us welcome our Vice President, the Honorable Sinclair Lecoq, Chairman of the NDP, Mr. Daniel Cummins, the lovely daughter of our former Prime Minister, who has done so well for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Louise Mitchell, President of the Young Dem, Mr. Esteban, and our very own from North Leeward, the man who gives them pain every day, the man who gives them headache every day, the man who have them can't sleep at night, the man who have them have to initiate an Emancipation Cricket Festival, Dr. Kishore Shallow. And also our very own Conroy Huggins. Let me start by saying this. Barley is Barley and Weena is Barley. This will be, when I go to the poll, the 8th time I am going to vote. And it's the first time you, the folks of Barley, ever see me on a political platform. You know why? My blood, Conroy is here. And too long in that. It's time for us to get rid of the ULP out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The ULP is nothing but bad news after bad news for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A while ago, I was walking into Batland Glass, and I wonder if I was walking on a goody shack. There is no flat road at all. Everywhere you step in a hole. And Batland Glass, you are too beautiful for secular for this. We can do better than this. Barley was the first capital of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now in the center of Barley, they gave us a square because it was a very important town. And it was in French with French gingerbread houses. As years go by, they remove all the trees and they turn it into a plain field. In 1994, after the land of Courtney's was given out to poor people, and they went around there and built, there was room for a park. And they allowed them to go and make a park around there. Hence, the playing field was closed down. And we were thinking about putting basketball, netball and tennis court and other things there for entertainment. Now today, look at that, it is so unsightly. All we have there is a savanna in the middle of the town with a toilet and a playground. Many times there are 2 instances where I read in the newspaper where children was damaged in that playground. And there is no redress. In 2021, they came into Barley and they take our police station and they took it to Peter Soap in order to pump up one of their supporters. And there we are now, look out there. Our police station is in shambles. It have a lot of trees, it's very dirty. Barley people, are you going to settle for that? Barley people, let me tell you this, especially here in Battle and Glass, stop inherit politics. Stop saying you meet your mother voting NDP. I am mother voting ULP and you are not going to move. Use your mind. You have a mind of your own. You use your conscience. Your conscience should be flowing. It shouldn't be stagnant. Look at the issue, what is going on in the country. Look, don't make no one come and tell you. Research for yourself. Read. Listen, they say already. We don't read. That's why they can trick us. But read and learn. And you can see for yourself. Don't make your mother come and tell you don't vote for NDP because 40 years ago, NDP did that or NDP did this. No, look for yourself. My parents were diehard NDP. And when NDP was there, I know they make a few mistakes. I am not saying no. But these linemen that are here now, these are brand new men. A new beginning. They are not a part of the old NDP. You understand? And I told my mother they won't see me. And I do what was right and I vote. But when I vote, what did I get? The first thing I started was victimization of poor people right here in Central Leeward. People who was watchmen in school. People who was cleaning gutter. And that was my trump card. So many of the younger folks who don't know, those of you who will meet me on the road and watch me scan, I is one of them who vote in this government that is present here. This wicked government. This government that is so corrupt. This government that went into parliament yesterday and wants so much money for this and that while our country people are hungry. You understand? And now I am here at the side of Brother Conroy Huggins and come what may. High or low. Nothing can stop me. And barely people are calling and all of you say, your heart can't change. Your parents, me and meet me people at labor. Me not move. Brother Conroy Huggins is our very own. I have nothing against Leyo and Bukuben. But think about your history. And for the first time in 40, 50 years, we are getting a candidate from Barley. That doesn't mean you're going to work for Barley alone. You're going to work for the whole of Central Leeward and all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So next, when the election is called and the bell is ring, please come out in your number. Sort your heart. Let your conscience flow. Come out in your number and vote for Brother Conroy Huggins, which is a decent young man in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Barley. I admire Conroy from a child. I used to watch him striding, coming up Curtin Hill, Welch him, going to the Barley Secondary School. Decent young man. And now he is called to run here for a different party. Many of you are going to search and try to see if you can find rugs. That's a decent and virtuous young man. And I want the people of Barley to search your conscience. Let me say it again. Young and old. Stop fooling your children. Tell them the truth. Stop vote for $1. Stop vote for a handout. Stop vote for a house. It doesn't satisfy your soul. Vote for what is right. And allow your conscience to flow. And everybody, let the rest of the meeting go tonight. Love all of you.
Jesus and all of the prophets.
Yo! Big up Mina! Mina oi! Mina oi! Mina oi! Mina, you're not talking or you preach tonight. Trust me, shake me hand to Mina. You're not talking, you preach tonight. You see the kind of support that Conroy got on here in Battle and Glass tonight? That's what we're talking about. And we're taking that straight to the polls and we're making a difference. I love to see all the yellow down here tonight. All are looking real nice. And we're going to move on. The next speaker that I want to bring to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want him to speak directly, and he's going to speak directly to the young people of Central Leeward, Battle and Glass, Barley, and the whole of Central Leeward. And for those of you who are viewing and watching wherever you are tonight, Listen to the voice of the young people of this country, ladies and gentlemen. He is the president of the New Democratic Party, Young Dems. Please welcome Mr. Esteban Hernandez.
Good night, bottle and glass. Good night, Bagger. Good night, Central Leeward. I would firstly like to recognize the protocol that has already been established. A special good night to our party leadership and the leadership of the Central Leeward Committee. I was really and truly not supposed to speak tonight, but I was moved to say something tonight because I see a lot of young people in this crowd. And the reason why I was moved is because of what happened yesterday in Parliament. The young people of this nation are tired of the death and the jailing of our future by this Unity Labour Party government. Another $100 million in debt for the youths of this nation without a single way of paying it back. There is just one way of paying it back. Now, I want to give a special thank you to our team. It's a team of champions and warriors that we have in Parliament, as you heard yesterday. Am I right? Team of champions and warriors. And I see some of them here, so. Namely, Major Sinclair Leacock and the waterman, Mr. Daniel Cummins. And I want to commend them for being the voice of the youths in Parliament. Because while Camilo Gonsalves laid back, smiling at the thought of putting our new generation, the generation of young people coming up in this country, in another set of debt. We are over $3 billion in debt already. They're so nonchalantly going to Parliament to put another $100 million on that, and all of them just did a lay back smiling. Meanwhile, they're laughing at our team. The people who understand where our youths are, they're laughing at them because they don't want to support this bill. The people of the Southern Grenadines, this is not about wanting to keep development from you. We are going to develop the Southern Grenadines and we are going to fix back the Southern Grenadines. That is a promise. We are going to ensure the youth of the Southern Grenadines are in an even better position. That is a promise. We are going to ensure the youth of this nation, everybody, are in a better position. That is a promise. And in that too, I want to reiterate a promise because I am hearing a lot of whispers about it. The NDP, if you are a young person in the public service, listen to me carefully. The NDP is not going to victimize you. We are not going to take away your job. We are not going to take you out of any program that is putting money in your pocket. We are looking towards increasing whatever you're getting in your pockets and to give you something permanent and to give you some sort of skill that you could rely on. It is time enough we get rid of this Unity Labour Party. The lies have to stop. The dishonesty has to stop. And the non-caringness of this Unity Labour Party for the youth of this nation has to stop. And it will stop this year when the elections are called. Ring the bell, comrade. Ring the bell. We are ready for you. Anyway, ready.
Yo! Play the tune, play the tune, play with tune. What we going to do? Yes, Happy, what we going to do? What we going to do? Hey. Ring the bell, comrade, ring the bell. Ring the bell, comrade, ring the bell. The people ready. The people ready to get rid of you. We ready for new government. We ready for good government. We ready for, of course, fresh leadership in this country. They say somebody celebrate the birthday today, boy. Everyone go down that road there. Please allow me to welcome our next speaker here tonight. It is always a privilege and a pleasure and a blessing when she graces the platform to speak to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines on an NDP platform. I know it means a lot for her, and it should mean a lot for every single NDP supporter. And I want you to listen carefully to what she has to say, because as always, her message is clear, her message is genuine, and her message is straight to the point for a better St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Please put your hands together and welcome the daughter of the founding father of the New Democratic Party. Please make some noise for Louise Mitchell.
Good night, Bottle and Glass. Good night, Barley. Good night, Central Leeward. It is my honor and privilege to be here tonight to endorse my brother Conroy Huggins as your next Member of Parliament. This man has certain attributes that would make him a fantastic Member of Parliament. This man has a master's in theology, so you know that he is a man of God, and he is not going to lead you astray. In addition to being a man of God and a man of integrity, he has a master's in project management. That means he knows how to get a job done. And I've left the best for last. This man has a Bachelor of Science in agronomy. Now, any of you know another man who graced the political stage in this country that had a master's in agronomy? The Right Honorable Sir James Mitchell studied agronomy. He went on to lead this party to win 15 seats. So I believe that this agronomist that you have here in Central Leeward is going to follow in his footsteps to be another one of the great politicians of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Bottle and Glass, this community of Barley is one of the largest fishing communities in the country. Because fisheries is one of the key pillars of our economy, the New Democratic Party has committed to establishing a special ministry dedicated towards the development of sustainable fisheries, known as the Ministry of the Blue Economy. Under a New Democratic Party government, we are going to put fishers first. We are going to do so first and foremost by investing in climate-smart infrastructure. So when we put down a building for fishers, we're going to make sure that that building is maintained. We'll not be in a situation where the building mash up before it's even open. We will use advanced technologies, and we will ensure that we put down buildings that can withstand Category 5 hurricanes. Because when you fishers go out to sea and work so hard, you deserve to come back to a decent facility. The fisheries facility here in Barley has not had an operational cold storage for many, many years. So when the fishers go out to sea and they come back ashore, if they don't get the fish sold right away, they can't make it into Kingstown before nightfall, and they have a struggle as to how to keep the fish refrigerated. A New Democratic Party will ensure that the Fisheries Center in Barely will be upgraded and there will be proper cold storage for the fishers of Barely. There will be proper lockers and there will actually be proper lights as well. So when you come back from fishing, you can actually see what you're doing in the dark. In addition to ensuring that the fishers have proper infrastructure, we will ensure that the fishers have the ability to make a living. We will install additional fishing aggregating devices on the leeward coast out off the coast. And what that means is that the fishers will know exactly where to go to catch the fish. So that way they can save on the gas when they go back and forth. We will also make sure that we use local experts when we are installing FADs. We'll not just be relying on experts from overseas. We will use the expertise right here from the fishing community in Barely. We will also ensure that the fishers are safe because we will put tracking devices on every fishing vessel. Now, the landings in fish has decreased year after year. In 2022, we made about 22 million. And last year, it was down to 14.7. And this year, it will be down even more. Because after the passage of Hurricane Beryl, the government did not invest enough to help those fishers whose boats were damaged in the hurricane. This government may be good at handouts, but it doesn't invest in improving your vessel so that you can be independent and achieve your own prosperity independent of government. So with the sharp decline in fish landings in this country, instead of looking to give the fishers more of a helping hand, what did this government do? It started importing fish from Venezuela. And this fish is sold cheaper than the local fish. So instead of investing in our local fishers, we are investing in fishers from other countries. The NDP government will always put the local fishers first. We will introduce a system of ensuring quality standards and ensuring traceability. So when you buy your fish, you will know whether you're buying local fish or imported fish. Under this Ministry of the Blue Economy, we will also be creating job opportunities for the young people of Barely. And not everybody wants to go out at sea and go fishing. So we're going to be restoring the Otley Hall Shipyard and Marina to create many jobs for persons in this sector. And in addition, we will be building a maritime training institute where persons can go and they can be trained in doing a lot of the work that is being done now right here in Barely, but you're going to get a certificate and a qualification. Many of the people of Barely, they know how to work in fiberglass, they know how to build boats. But by attending this training institute, you will actually get a diploma so that you will be able to earn higher wages for the work that you do. So we will train you in navigation, we will train you in maintaining boat engines, and all of these jobs surrounding the maintenance of the maritime sector, so that the people of this community can get better paying jobs than they are right now. We will also be introducing a Marine Research Institute so that the students of Barely can get involved in marine research. This present government has not invested any money in research. So we actually do not know the state of our fisheries. So when from one year to the next, the landings are decreasing, we do not know why. An NDP government will invest in research, and it is the people right here from this community that would be involved in collecting that data and earning a living. So this Ministry of the Blue Economy will benefit Barrowley because Barrowley is a coastal community with a huge fisheries sector. So you will stand to benefit. And when we fix up the fisheries center, we will not be waiting till we finish the center to fix this road. We will start with the fixing of this road. So I want to end how I've begun, which is to endorse Conroy Huggins. And this evening, I'm going to make a declaration. You see how we have the triumvirate in the Kingstown seats? We have East Kingstown, West Kingstown, and Central Kingstown. Well, with your support, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will have a Leeward Coast triumvirate between nature in the south, Kishore in the north, and Conroy in the middle. We're gonna bring the Leeward Coast home, the whole of the Leeward Coast. We're going to paint yellow on election day. So Conroy Huggins is your man, as I said at the beginning, as an agronomist and someone who studied the soil. He is a man who is well-rooted, and he will serve you just as the same way that a former agronomist, Sir James Mitchell, served this country. Thank you very much, and good night.
Come on and give it up for Louise Mitchell. What a time, what a time. All you could just imagine on election night when the results call in. The whole of Leeward hearing Dr. Kishore Shallow gone clay. Then they hear Central Leeward gone clay. And the caravan don't leave from North Leeward. It reach Bagger. And then it going, of course, South Leeward, Nigel Nature Stevenson. And then we going straight into Kingston because we taking the whole of Windward too. And like the major say, the very next day gonna be a big holiday. But major say, hey, nah, man, it go take more than just one day for celebrating. So we might have to take 2 days. And then come and say, well, hey, nah, man, we might have to take 3 days. We might have to take a whole week before we could get the country running again. They say the longer the battle, the sweeter the victory. And I know you could feel it coming, ladies and gentlemen. We are here tonight because Conroy Huggins is the man for Central Leeward. And tonight I'm already seeing that he has a strong team behind him. Please welcome our next speaker. He is the chairman for Central Leeward. Please welcome Mr. Cornelius. Welcome.
Come on, get up and shake a leg, man. Come on. Play DJ, play some music, man. Thank you, DJ. How you feeling? You feeling irate? If you're feeling irate, say yeah, yeah. This is NDP time. Tonight I want to acknowledge the protocol as established before me. And I want to welcome those speakers come from outside to help us spread the message in Central Leeward. You see, normally I would have been up here talking all the time, chairing this meeting, but they say, Bishop, take a different role tonight. So, tonight is a very special night in the life of the people of Battle and Glass, Dramdong. It is a special night in the life of the people of Barrowley and Central Leeward. And let me say this early in the game. Whenever I am in Battle and Glass, I feel at home. It is my favorite place in Barrowley. And in the same time, let me say good night to my good friends, Jelda, Leisha Gabriel. Some of them are Labour people, but don't worry about that. They are my friends. Janice Griffith. I can't call all the names tonight. Right over here, I see my good friend in the corner there. Miss Bard, how you doing? And Trouble in the back, she calling me. She said, Bishop, you must call my name tonight. Trouble here. Right in front of the shop. I want to say to you, the people of Central Leeward and the people of Barrowley. I was looking through my Facebook page yesterday, and I see a man there. And hear what he say. Hear what the man say. Please release me. Let me go. I don't love you anymore. The man said that he went to his cabinet colleagues and tell them, listen, release me, let me go. And he said he's the only man voted for himself to go. What a liar. Lie. Because the people ready for him to go. The people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines ready for him to go, but he doesn't want to go. But you know what will happen? Whenever he ring the bell, somebody said today was his birthday. Whenever he ring the bell, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines will say to him, go on. Go home. We have enough of you. You treat us anyhow. You treat us how you want. But we are using our powers today. Go home. Go up to gas in the Taj Mahal that you built up there and relax yourself. We want a new doctor. We want a new doctor because the new doctor will prescribe for us a better medicine in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You understand what I'm saying? Dr. Friday, the man that will be the next Prime Minister of this country, will prescribe a better medicine for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And our people will live at last in freedom. They will say, like Martin Luther King, free at last. And as I mentioned his name, he arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to help me welcome the Honorable Dr. Godwin Friday. Come, DJ, play some music. The boss is here. Play some music. This is the man. This is the man with the plan, and he is going to develop St. Vincent and Grenadines. He's going to take us back from where Ralph Gonsalves and his people carry us, and he's going to bring us back to the place that we should be. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that I am a Leyu man. Born and raised. Cannot deny that. But I, as a youngster, been voting all my life for Leyu man major. Except for one Bukument man. I've been voting for 80 Woods, Hobie Young, Kepasa Young, Maxwell Charles, Randall Brewster. But tonight, it is time for a change. It is time for something different to happen. And I want to say to the photographer early, I can't stand up one place and talk, so you got to follow me. You know? So, we've been voting for all of you people, outsiders. Outsiders we've been voting for. And you, the people of Barley, you, the people of Baton Glass, you have the power. Because you are the bigger part of this constituency. You have majority of the votes. You have over 60% of the votes. And you continue to vote for outsiders. And you're not voting for your own people. The time has come tonight where you have to vote. What do I say? You have to vote for your own people. Cyril Alexander tried. Failed. Valsina, she got a little stint, but she failed. But she from Leyu too, you know. She not from down here. She from Leyu. The Durham and the Campbells, and so that's where she come from, in Leyu. And you're voting strangers all the time. What happened to Barley people? They get mangy? Huh? Barley people get mangy? So you can't vote for them? And let me tell you something. Right now, just about 2 hours ago, they're still digging the hole in the ground in Leyu to light up the playing field. Oh, they chop it. They're lighting up the ground in Leyu. They're digging the ground to light up the playing field in Leyu. Which are the playing field in Barley they're going to light up? Which one? So I have decided that I am going to join myself to a Barley man in the name of Conroy Huggins. You hear the lovely lady that was here before say how he is an agronomist. And he know about the soil. He know when to plant and when not to plant and what you should put in from what you not should put in. I have joined myself to this gentleman. And I am giving him my 150% support. And I want you, the people of Barley, and you, the people of Baton Glass, because in the past, Baton Glass was a fortress for the New Democratic Party. And you turn away and follow these vagabonds, Ralph Gonsalves and his clowns, and move away from the party that brought you into victory. So tonight, I am here to encourage you and to beg you to come back to the fold and support a young man that born right here among you in Barley. And when the day comes, you go to the polls and say, we want no more Leyu man. And I will support you. I don't want no more Leyu man to represent me, because all the Leyu man that represent me disappoint me. So I want to try a Barley man tonight. That is why I am here on this platform. Let me tell you something. While I was on my way I talk in everything, you know. Everything. I just listen to what I'm saying, I talk in everything. While I was getting ready to come to Baga tonight for this meeting, my sister called because my father is sick. And sick bad. And my sister called to say that the people at the hospital at Minister 7 tonight wants to what else call it? They want to discharge my father and send him back to Leu. And I was supposed to be there to receive him tonight. But I said to my sister, call your sons, who are my nephews, and I asked them to come to receive my dad. Because I have to go to Barley tonight to tell the people at Baton Glass, the time has come for you to make the change in this constituency. You have the authority. You have the power. They say the people that have more than 50% stake in any business, they're the one that have the controlling interest. And barely you have the controlling interest. You must make sure that Conroy Huggins, when the election is called, you must make sure that this young man across there. Conroy, come close, man. Come close. I want to see you. I want Conroy to come close. This is the man. This is the man. This is the man. You ready for Huggins? You ready for Huggins? You ready for Huggins? This is the man that I am supporting. And this is the man. Come election night. This is the man that going to win the next general election. Ladies and gentlemen, remember I tell you, no, tonight I mix it up everything. And so therefore, don't worry. We only. Did you play some music? Come we only. And we're going till midnight. This is Battle and Glass, you know. That's why I tell you I love to come to Battle and Glass. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, next time, you're going to hear much more of the bishop. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. The fellas will come after and tell you all about it, what we are going to do to develop St. Vincent and the Grenadines and to make this place a better place for us and for our children. God bless you. Have a good night.
Hey! Hey! I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Let me see a rag. Let me see a flag. Let me see a yellow jersey. Let me see anything yellow you have right now. Cameraman. Cameraman. Let me show them Battle and Glass nice tonight. Hey! Hey! Show them Central Leeward, Battle and Glass, NDP tonight. All right, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. All right, let me behave all yourself. Let me behave all yourself. Battle and Glass nice tonight. Battle and Glass barely nice tonight. Well, they say they have a man here in the crowd who sing about a big belly man. You know who I mean? They have a man here in the crowd tonight who say a certain man rape. You know who I mean? He come all the way down here tonight to perform for you. He come all the way down here tonight to let you all know that he support Conroy Huggins. He come all the way down here tonight to make Battle and Glass barely feel nice tonight. Please welcome the one and the only I, the baddest I know. Please welcome Zion I. All you know who I mean. Come forward, and welcome the baddest I know in Calypso.
Pull up the music. Pull up the music. Is your grace and your mercies that brought me through. I'm living this moment because of you. I want to praise you, Lord, and thank you too for your grace and your mercies, good Lord, brought me through. Good night. Good night. Good night, Central Leeward. Now I come here to sing, you know. But although I come to entertain, I also come to educate. Now, on a serious note, I want to say to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and to Central Leeward in particular that this is a very serious election. It is a very serious election and we have to take it serious. Now, this is an election which would determine how we, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, live in the future. And we have to make sure that we do it right. You see, I will tell all you something. We have some serious issues that we are looking to when we voting. Here what we are look at. One, we have to look at the electricity bill that come to us every day. Are we able to pay these bills? The water bill every day. Huh? We really gain enough money in this country so that the poor people could pay their light and water. You got people jump up, right? You got them who been jumping up 6 in a row. And when you hear tomorrow, them ain't got no water, you know. The water cut off. Come on, come on. Some of them, I feel sorry for them. So we have to take these things into consideration. With bills. Food. Food is very expensive in the supermarket. Huh? Food very expensive. If you go in the supermarket with $100, you coming out with a little black bag and you ask yourself, where really are you? You can't cook with it for 2 days. These are very important things that we are look at as poor people. You understand? So, what I want to say to the people of Central Leeward is that when you're voting, whenever the election is called, you have to vote for the new Democratic Party. And you see this man, Mr. Huggins? This is a special man in all your community. This man is special. This man is an educated man. And you all know him more than me, eh? All you must know where he come from. Right? And this man developed himself educationally. When I listened to the man in the last meeting, I realized this is not an ordinary man. And the man brings something in Central Leeward that you all have to carry throughout this whole election. The man say, the thing turn up. All you hear that? And this is what I have to tell them. When Ralph and them come down here, you just say, well, the thing turn up. You understand? Let we go with the music, man. Let we go. Like something wrong with this country, our people losing their brain. When I am singing calypso, they say never call people name. Last year when I roll like thunder, I make sure leave out people name. But some people start to wonder and came up with something again. Soon as I say eliminate the man, hear them, just hear them. When I say to them amputate the hand, hear them, just hear them. When I say that old worthless dirty criminal, I want to hear the back vocal scream.
Scream, all you scream, hey! For real! Mm. 3 years on a straight, they ban me, victimizing my calypso. They say I ain't deserve a play on TV, neither radio. I find it rather interesting. All they do is bringing me fame. This year they go hot to ban me, cause I calling some people name. Now so and so lay down Glen in peace. Hear them. Just hear them. Then so and so father rape a police. Hear them. Just hear them. When I see them old stinking dirty predators, I want to hear how so and so scream. Scream, all you scream, hey! Yeah man, a whole set of wicked, worthless, dirty set of people. We are getting rid of them. This the end of them. Look how he mash up NIS and inflict the whole country poor. Farmers and the small businesses, man, they suffering evermore. The man ain't care about nobody. Only one thing inside his head is to grab on to power and rule people until he dead. When I say passport aims off in leg, hear them. Just hear them. When I wish vendors segregate in neck, hear them. Just hear them. When I say that heartless, dirty dictator, those who refuse to take the vaccine, scream, all you scream, hey! You must know who I mean. Send home people. Put people out of work. Breadfruit and all things expensive now. You can't get free breadfruit. I don't see like this election is a slippery not wrong throat. I encouraging young people, all you make sure go out and vote. Let us all unite together, cause unification is strength. And show the world we ain't notice, Vincy wise and intelligent. All kind of games are playing Juve. Hear them. Just hear them. A thief in election then run away. Hear them. Just hear them. When I say that thief in dirty, dishonest, kleptomaniac, centrally what scream? Scream, all you scream, hey! We know who you mean. All kind of games we playing. We thief an election and then play sick and go away. So when the case call again, me and the day. Me ain't come to win monarchy, and I ain't looking for a cent. Me ain't expecting not a thing from this infernal government. The disposal of my knowledge affecting these people so dread. The plan is to see me suffer and make sure I ain't bite the bread. When I talk about guns, then say cocaine. Hear them. Just hear them. And imply I know who bringing them in. Hear them. Just hear them. When I highlight storm, if I say Beryl, I want to hear the whole nation scream. Scream. All you scream. Hey, we know who you mean. The bad man gone. Or enjoy all yourself. The bad man gone.
Yeah, all you give it up for Zion I. The baddest eye in Calypso. Yeah. All right. All you ease back a little bit behind the camera now. Ease back a little bit behind the camera now. Bottle and glass, all you nice. All you real nice tonight. With that same energy, I want all you to keep that same energy. Because you see the next speaker that I'm going to bring up, he was one of the men in Parliament on the New Democratic Party side, bringing that same kind of energy, that same kind of fire, and burning out the ULP government. I don't know if all you was paying attention, but they want to go to Parliament and approve some more millions of dollars after 20-something years to go fix road, and for go do this, and for go do that. And guess what? To share with more lumber, cement, and galvanize for election. Well, I tell all you, when they come with the lumber, cement, and galvanize, take it and vote them out because it's my money, it's your money, it's our money, and you deserve it. Please welcome the next speaker who tell the clown prince on the other side, yeah, you can sit down over there and laugh all you want to laugh because you're taking everything and make joke. But guess what? It's not your father money spending, it's our money spending, and I will hold you accountable. Please welcome the Honorable Daniel Cummins.
Shall I fear no man? The Lord is my strength, the strength of my life. Tell me who shall I? Thank you. Thank you very much. Bottle and glass, good night. I didn't hear you. Bottle and glass, good night. Central Leeward. We love you. Central Leeward, you love your brother. You love your next representative. And I know you will show him that love. Let me say good night to the next Prime Minister, our own Dr. Friday, my colleague and my own representative, Major, to Dr. Kishore Shallow, to Louise Mitchell, and of course, the man of the hour, the man for Central Leeward, the man with a plan, my very good friend, and I know he is your friend as well. Tonight, Central Leeward, you know in your heart that this community of Barely is so wickedly neglected by these clowns in office for so long that the poverty, the extreme poverty that we told you about in the poverty assessment report is evident up to today. You only have to come into this community and you see for yourself how they're suffering you. All they want to do is use you as voting cattle. Central Leeward, this is the time to lift yourself out of the slavery put on by those clowns in office. Now is the time to recognize that in your brilliant son in Conroy, his vision, his plan to lift you to higher heights is what you must focus on. You must listen to what he has to say. You have watched him grow. You know of his principles. You know of his training. You know of his ability. And most of all, you know of his honesty and his integrity. And when he speaks to you, you must believe him and you will see the results. Tonight, I want to share with you a short message. You hear us in Parliament talk about these worthless people wanting to take another near $100 million of your money. They spent upwards of $700 million on a pot that nobody knows today if it can work, because all they did is dredge some sand from in front of the pot and it collapsed. All the sand that they build up there wash out into the sea, and all the steel structure crack and let out the sand. And they spend months trying to fix it. They wouldn't tell us how much it costs. They wouldn't tell us whether the repairs could last. But they come into us in Parliament to rubber stamp another set of $1 million, and we tell them, haul you. No thank you, no saying so. But we said more. They will have to account for every dollar that they sink into that sand. Because remember, they promised you that the quarry up north was to build the port. Do you see 1 grain of sand from up going got into that port? Did they tell you who benefit from the sand they took from out Argyle and put in that port? Did they tell you that? But they will have to answer. But listen, when they build ports, when they maintain ports, they cause a disaster. Right here in Barely, the man who went into Parliament with that ugly red dress, he promised you over and over about a Blackfish project here. You remember it? How many times he promised you? The election after election, they tell you they have the money and it's going to be done. Now look, they spend so much money on that project. The people in the ministry warned them about the design. They told them it will not work. As soon as the wave comes, they will get trouble. But they want to rush to give you something before the election, and they're not listening to the experts. As God will have it, Beryl came last year, and what do you think happened? What do you think happened across there? The seawall cracked, the slipway cracked, and because all this stuff washed out from under it. One little wave action. And up to now, they don't know how they're fixing that. Just like how they don't know how they're fixing the big one in Port Kingston. People, listen to me. This government doesn't care whether the port works or not. They care who get the contract and how much they could siphon off from it. That is what they're interested in. They don't listen to technical expertise. They don't give a damn if the projects work. But I want to say to you tonight that Dr. Friday and the NDP will make these people accountable for every bloody dollar they waste in this country, because you and me and our we Pickney have to pay back every cent. When them lose the election, them going back Jamaica and the US, and a certain big belly man might go to Venezuela. We have to stay here. We have to pay the debt. Them ain't getting away. Tonight, I want to tell you that your Conroy Huggins is a man with a mission. A man committed to service. Conroy could have gotten involved in politics a long time ago. But you all need to understand something about politics. You have to have something to stand on. Conroy is a professional man. Like Louise told you, an agronomist, like Sir James Mitchell was. A solid foundation. He has worked all over the place. He has earned his keeps. He knows his onions. And now, with his Christian background, he's come forward earnestly to look after your interests here in Central Leeward. You know that when you support Conrad, you're supporting your family, you're supporting your children, you're supporting this country. Join the wave across this country. Let the leeward side be into yellow from the top, the middle to the bottom. And so on election night, it will be yellow all the way, and we're kicking every one of them out into oblivion. And the New Democratic Party will lift this country to new heights, lifting our people to high heights. Tonight, I watch you all here with the excitement. I observe the poverty, the rampant use of alcohol in this society. And it speaks to a number of issues. I want you all to hear me tonight. I have a particular interest in the health of this nation. Alcohol is not a part of your life. Alcohol in small amounts is not a problem. But when you're drinking and drinking and you don't know when to stop, you're destroying the body that God gave you. My people, listen to me. The NDP will bring a plan for health care. But you all have to be part of that plan. You have to love yourself first. You have to manage your alcohol consumption. You have to stop the high blood pressure and all the cutting off of the limbs that goes with it. Alcohol is not the problem. Abuse is the problem. ULP wasn't the problem in 2001. But you see what happened? You gave them too much and they're killing us. Just like you cut out the alcohol, cut out the Red Brigade. Save yourself. Good night. God bless you.
Come on and give it up for the waterman, the Honorable Daniel Cummins, the man who will hold them accountable when you see the New Democratic Party forms government. Yo, with that same kind of energy, we're going to keep it moving. We are in Leeward tonight, and the Leeward voices will be heard loud and proud. They try to put on a whole cricket festival for try and give a man who win a seat with one vote all the fame and all the fortune in the upcoming general elections. I never see in my whole life one candidate get a whole entire party so much heartache, ulcer, headache, bellyache than I have ever seen coming out of North Leeward. All because of one man who is not going to win the seat in North Leeward by one vote. He is going to win it by a landslide. Please welcome the next representative for North Leeward, holding the North Leeward corridor safe. Please welcome Dr. Kishore Shallow.
Thanks, Colin. Good night, Barley. Good night, Central Leeward. Good night, my beautiful people and family of the New Democratic Party. It is always great to be here in Baga with you. Always. Let me say special greetings to my esteemed colleagues, including our President, Dr. Friday, all the speakers so far, Great jobs, and I'm looking forward to the heat coming up next in Major Leacock and our leader. Now, I wasn't down to speak tonight. If you look at the flyer, I wasn't there, but my brother Conroy said that, Kish, you have to come and represent for the North Leeward people. And you know, it gives me no more pleasure than to be here to support my brother Conroy Huggins. And just permit me tonight, I'm just going to be brief. But one, I want to tell you about my colleague, Conroy. And I will tell you also a bit about the exciting prospects that sports under the new economy, the economy for our young people, what that is going to bring to you here in Central Leeward and throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, Bagger, Bottom Glass, Central Leeward. In Conroy, you have a fella who has unquestionable character. A very principled young man. In fact, the very decision that Conroy made, sacrificing his career and putting everything on the line because he refused to inject in him a foreign substance and putting up himself, and then the abuse of this government. That was a very principled position taken by Conroy. And you want no better example of principle. I have never met a more hard-working young man. Conroy is often, and with a young family I understand, but Conroy will leave literally every single living day and come to Central Leeward to hear from you to ensure you're okay and to find out how he can help you and represent you. That is the gentleman you have in Conroy Huggins. A very honest and decent fella. And absolutely no doubt in my mind that when you go to the polls and you elect Conroy, he is going to represent you like no other representative has done in the history of this constituency. I'll come back to Conroy a little later. Yesterday in Parliament, I was so pleased to listen to my esteemed colleagues represent the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They stood for every single Vincentian yesterday in Parliament. And that is what true representation is all about. The very truth is, I wanted to be there, Major. I was very tempted to come there in person. But I just couldn't bring myself to be there to witness that in person. I want to tell you all something here in Bottom Glass tonight in Central Leeward. What we saw there yesterday in Parliament, it have a term that I want to call that, and I want you all to listen to me properly. What we saw the government did in Parliament yesterday, it is called political masturbation. It is called political masturbation, and I'm going to tell you why. Because that was not for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That was not them showing you any love. That was simply self-love from that government. It is about satisfying themselves and not the people of certainly not of Central Leeward and not of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I tell you that it is not surprising to me at all. Because this pretensive government, all we have seen of them over the years is all about self. And that is why I choose to say it is all about political masturbation, sappy. Right? So when they ask you anything, when they try to come wrong you, tell them don't come and try with any nonsense. Tell them don't come and play any fool with you. Tell them if it's anything, go play with themselves. Because all they want to do is stroke their own egos. And we're not entertaining that. All right, Domo? We're not entertaining that at all. Now, let me talk about sports quickly. Because sports, the New Democratic Party is going to use sports to transform our entire country. In the New Democratic Party, we have either leaders in sports or people who have a history in sports. Major Leacock, a very successful sports administrator. Kashaka Cupid, a former national cricketer. Your very own Mix, a top striker. A striker defense Mix used to play. I remember when he used to play at Bookament. Senator Chevron John, I have said this before and I repeat it. There is no minister of sport in the last 25 years that has done anything close to what Senator Chevron John has done in sports. Absolutely none in the last 25 years. And Dr. Friday himself used to play cricket. A classy batsman. And I'll tell you what, he could run singles and he could hit sixes. That is our political leader here. But sports is serious business, my friends. And the way this government has neglected sports over the last 25 years is inexcusable. When you look at the tremendous value in sports, you're talking about economic, you're talking about social. You're talking about young men and women getting the potential and the opportunities to go off and change their lives, the lives of the communities, the life of the families. And that is what we have been depriving our young men and women from over the years. I know a young professional who is exceptional and very passionate about sports tourism. And we have brilliant minds like that around St. Vincent and Grenadines, but yet we fail to engage them. We fail to engage our young, brilliant minds, and so they are even frustrated that they have to leave the country. But we are saying that when you elect us later this year, we are going to go and represent you. We are going to bring every single Vincentian on board, and we are going to put those ideas into practice and ensure that there's betterment for the people of Central Leeward and for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When you look at your very own Olex Anderson, when you look at all the young, brilliant athletes from Central Leeward School, and you look at the facilities that they have here in Central Leeward, what a shame. What a shame. The New Democratic Party, we are going to ensure that there's adequate facilities right here in Central Leeward for you. And I could tell you that Brother Conroy has already been batting for that. He has already positioned that high on the priority of our party, and we are going to deliver for him and for you, the people of Central Leeward. And there are so many other opportunities that we are going to bring to the young people of this country. And I say to you before I close, I know it is frustrating now, but we have a mere few weeks before all this ends. We have a few more weeks before we go to the poll, because he could take as long as he wants, but the time taken and they're going to run out soon on him. And so whenever the time comes, we together, every single one of us, we are going to go to the polls and we are going to vote for a New Democratic Party to see improve St. Vincent and Grenadines. So I say to you, and I can't come here without bigging up my people from North Leeward. And Doc, I want to bring the good news from North Leeward as usual. Major, Chairman Cummins, North Leeward seal. Don't worry about down this so. Don't worry about down this so. Down the seal. And that is why we come in to give our brother Conroy strength Because although we have already locked the elections with the majority seats, we want to ensure that Conroy Huggins is in cabinet after the next election. And so, I ask you beautiful people of Barely, the people of Central Leeward, to continue giving your full support to Brother Conroy Huggins. When you vote for Brother Conroy, you're voting for the young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When you vote for Brother Conroy, you're voting for better facilities, state-of-the-art facilities right here in Barely and Central Leeward. And I say, continue to support my brother. We love you and we will be right here to represent you when you elect us. Take care, good night.
Play the tune, play the tune, play the tune. Play the tune, play the tune. What we getting them in North Leeward? Hey, hey. Let me tell you. Cameraman, I hope you're catching that now. Show them how we standing strong in North Leeward. This coming general elections, we standing strong with North Leeward, Central Leeward, South Leeward, all the way. All right. Here now. When I tell all you, Parliament this week was like a movie. Parliament this week was like a movie, an action movie, because Mr. Cummins was sharing blows left, right, and center. Dr. Friday was sharing blows left, right, and center. Israel Bruce, Siobhan John, all of them been sharing blows left, right, and center. The next speaker that I'm going to bring to the podium and the platform here tonight, he just wasn't sharing blows, you know. He was sharing bull pistol inside the parliament, ladies and gentlemen. He asked them and tell them plain and straight, but watch already. Watch already. All you really have the gall, the bold-facedness, the audacity to come to the parliament, come ask for more money again, knowing election just round the corner. All you really feel people stupid in this country or what? Because we're not accepting it, so we're not taking it, so that is why Central Kingston is standing strong with the major. Please welcome to endorse Conroy Huggins tonight in Butland Glass Barely. Please welcome Major St. Clair Leacock. Again, him a new name tonight, the Bull Pistol Man.
Solid as the rock. I can't stop. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Colin. You see all them people? That's Central Kingston, you know. That's the Central Kingston posse. Central Kingston posse. Bagger. Bottle and glass, jam down. Conroy tongue. Good night. I have a short period with you tonight, and that is to lend my support to your man, the man of the moment, Conroy Huggins. And I fully endorse all that has been so wonderfully said about him by the speakers before. President Friday, good night. Louise, my dear friend, my valued friend, President, good night, and I'm grateful for your contribution. My political twin, Daniel, always good to be in your company. My Secretary General, Kishore for sure. Go high, go low. Executive members of Central Leeward. I'm here tonight because never in the history of our country have we so needed the love, support of the people of Central Leeward, and specifically tonight, you in Bottle and Glass. And I'm not ashamed to be open in my request. I beg you, I beseech you, I ask of you, if not only for yourself, do it for your children and your grandchildren. Vote Conroy Huggins into office. I could have said that in a different way. I could have said that if I tell you tonight, if the election was called tomorrow, you can be assured that Conroy is one win a seat. We have the records. In fact, don't get uncomfortable, Dr. Friday. I ain't going to talk the whole story. But if they call it next week, we have less than 13 seats. And that's why a man going to launch himself tomorrow in North Central Windward, because he himself ain't sure how he stand. But I ain't spending any time on him. I want to borrow tonight, because I had my own presentation, but I changed it as I'm sitting there. I want to borrow on the presentation of the young Democrat president, Esteban. And he said something that is most important to you in Central Leeward, in Jamdong, in Bottle and Glass. He said that without giving great thought to it, you need to realize that this Unity Labour Party administration is mortgaging the future of your children and grandchildren. Let me explain that in a different way. He's saying that while you may think that you don't have to pay for the mistakes of this government, think again. Because the truth be told, it is your children and your grandchildren will pay for it. I spoke to that in the parliament yesterday. And while when we had political meetings, we like the entertainment, the jam and wine, and the little bit of banter, sometimes you have to pay attention and pick the sense out of the nonsense. I made the point yesterday, and I want those in social media and those who are covering what we are saying in the Democratic Party to think upon what I am saying. The present port in Kingston makes $4 million a year. Profit. You hear what I'm saying? $4 million profit it makes per year. The government came to Parliament yesterday to ask us for another $100 million for different projects, which will take the port's investment to over $700 million. If you are making $4 million a year, and you are spending 700. Can't you see how many years it will take you to get back that money? I'm not saying you mustn't do it because there are other factors. But the point is, you will be long dead and gone, and we would still not have paid for the port. You get the point? So if you ain't paying for it, who paying for it? Your children and your grandchildren. So you need to know, in Bottle and Glass, you need to know that you are putting in place a government that will make the port work and make sense. And that is why you need someone like Conroy Huggins. As Louise said, who is of the same profession as her father, an agriculturist, a soil specialist, an agronomist, one who knows the intimacy of how we feed ourselves. Because it is this knowledge of agriculture, of our soil, our plants, our food, that will make the port work. Because we can't have a port just to bring in motor cars and foreign foods, but we must have a port that can sell our food to other nations abroad. And that's why you need a Conroy Huggins in government. But Louise Mitchell, in her very, very good presentation to you, the people of Baga tonight, also said something that sometimes you take for granted. In a real sense, in this area of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right here in Bottle and Glass, on the Bayside, in a sense like the people of the Grenadines, perhaps Beckway, you have a privilege and a possibility that many other parts of St. Vincent don't have. Make yourself comfortable, the rain is coming. There are not many places in St. Vincent where you can wake up in the morning and you can make a living right in the community where you are from. And if you pay proper attention to the opportunities that the New Democratic Party will give to you in what we call the blue economy, the fishing industry, you will be able, through the very many opportunities, be able to stay right here at home, in Baga, in Jamdong, in Bottle and Glass, and give yourself and your generations unborn a good, decent living. That's why Conroy is also important to you. Again, because he will be in a cabinet of colleagues that understands that we have to use what we have to get what we want. Very important. And I'm saying, at this time, Conroy is that man. Now, I said I'm borrowing other people's speeches, and I'm borrowing other people's ideas. So I go back again to our young damn president. Now, what I'm going to say now hasn't gone through examination by the New Democratic Party. It is not something on which the president has signed off, but is a thought, an idea, a suggestion that he has raised with me. And Kishore, as a sports administrator, I ask you to listen to that. He says, Major, what is so wrong with us taking the Central Leeward School or expanding it or building another school in which it becomes a school solely for all of our sportsmen and women in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So think about this, Kishore, where we have a school where our best cricketers, all, maybe 50 of them, are attending over a 5-year period. Our footballers, the best 50, all in the same school. Our netballers, volleyballers, basketballers, athletes. We have a premier school concentrating on the athletic strength of our people. It helps to propel that new economy that we're talking about, where a generation of sportsmen can make a living on their sport and talent and take care of their families and give them new opportunities. Something to think about, because it can work and it will be novel, and I am sure other people will borrow it. I want to return to a point, and I'm going to wrap up, that Daniel spoke to, and take us seriously about it. Because if you listened to me in the parliament yesterday, I said in parliament yesterday that no one in the Unity Labour Party could doubt that they have been lawbreakers, that they spent over $180 million of this country's money without the approval of the parliament. Not one of them got up and said, Mr. Speaker, on a point of order. None of them, because they knew I was speaking the truth. I said that in our Public Accounts Committee, I brought it to the attention of the witnesses that last year, in fact 2022, they raised more money by bonds than the parliament gave them permission to do. Not one of them could have objected to it. I said that on the books of this country, they have over $100 and something million in overdraft without any permission of the parliament. None of them could have stood up and object to it. I said that to make the point. In Conroy Huggins, you will have one in the parliament who will be committed to his own independence while respecting his cabinet and his prime minister, but will not be central to wrongdoings. And he will call wrong, wrong, and right, right. What you have now in the government of St. Vincent of the Grenadines, and the current representative, is like all of the rest of them, someone who has to sing a song of what they call a wall boss or a wall ass or something to that effect. We need to change that, and to change that for all times. I don't want to give him an attention tonight, but at the very minimum, if you're in politics and you're going to serve people, you must have a degree of humility about you. And we have allowed this government to get to the point now that they no longer respect any of us, and they feel they can do anything for as long as they like. This constituency here tonight, this bottle and glass, this bagger, this North Leeward, this South Leeward presents us in the New Democratic Party with a great opportunity. I think Colin said it. If on election night, and I have no objection, the 4 seating is Kishore for North Leeward, and the real Central Leeward, and then they say Conroy is in. Well, I don't know where nature stands. You think all the meet me in town? I head in for Chevron. So by the time all the reach gets me somewhere and stops because I'm moving so. We're in government. We're in government. So tonight I beg of you in Central Leeward to hold hand with North Leeward, stand firm with South Leeward, and we in Kingston will join with our friends in the Grenadines and make sure that's the new dawn, that we reach to that promised land. And as Bishop said, we really and truly can continue in the vein of Arnhem Eustace by the rivers of Babylon, but clothe ourselves in Martin Luther saying, thank God, free at last. Thank God, Central Leeward and Conroy, we are free at last. Good night, thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Serious business now. Serious business now. The rain can't stop the bacchanal tonight in Bottle and Glass. It is now your time, Central Leeward. It is now your time, Barrelly. It is now your time to stand up for your candidate. Your time to represent for the man who will represent you in the parliament, in the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is the reason why you are here tonight. Please welcome your future representative, your honorable. We're putting it on the title. We gave him the title tonight. Please welcome your honorable Conroy Huggins. Central Leeward, Bottle and Glass, all you fall in.
Good night, Jam Dong. Good night, Bottle and Glass. Good night, Baga. President Dr. Friday, our esteemed President, Vice President, Major Liquor, Chairman, our dear Honorable Daniel Cummins, my brother, Dr. Kishore Shallow here with me from North Leeward, and the next rep for North Leeward, Sister Louise Mitchell, who did such an amazing job with an amazing endorsement, reminding me that Sir James Mitchell and I are both agronomists, and that in itself is showing us that it is a new season. It is a new day. Other colleagues, my Central Leeward team, Chairman Bishop, Deputy Chair Lance, Team Huggins, and all of you here in Bottle and Glass. Because it is a new season, we are getting the blessings, showers of blessings. Because you know why? The thing turn up and lay my head hot up. I tell them since September, you know, when lightning struck twice, man can't catch yourself up to today. Can't catch yourself.
Because, as Dr. Shallow just said to you, Leeward Lock, not Leeward Lock. And we know South Leeward, the gatekeeper, lock. So hear up me now. Because last election, they said they won it by over 500. They neglect the whole of Central Leeward. Because they figure Central Leeward a safe seat, and then they're going to go hot up and fight up. So they were of the opinion that after 30 years with the seat, they're good to go. But from the time you decided that you wanted Conroy Huggins to come forward, and Conroy Huggins took that decision to come forward, listening to your call, right there, the game changed. And as a result, things are no longer safe for them in Central Leeward. I tell you that for certain. Today, I'm going to speak on 4 points. The first is leadership. They're trying to bamboozle us for a long time about leadership. But when you look at what we have here, we have a team for the future. They have a leader going 80 just now, a man in the past. Best time for him already passed. Man expire, but still want to hold on. And a video came out where the man said they went to vote for leader, and he the only person to vote for himself, and nobody else voted for him. Why should you in Butland Glass and you in Central Leeward and all of St. Vincent go vote for that man? I'm not dotish and I'm not stupid. Time for them to go. So the team that Dr. Friday and the executive of the NDP has put together, I call it the A-team. It is a team which hold the key. Spready, let me hold the key there, Spready. Spready, give me the key, man. It's a team that holds the key for the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And let us not take that for granted. So they are a team with one man going out, but we have a team for the future. That is why I am here. That is why my brother Kish is here. That is why the experienced leaders are here. And the reason why they are here is to show you in Butland Glass that the NDP respects Butland Glass. They don't have respect for you. Dr. Friday is here to speak to you tonight about our plans and our policies for the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, for Central Leeward. You heard from Major Vice President. You heard from Chairman Cummins. Top brass of the NDP is here with us in Butland Glass. Why? Because we respect you. The expired guy is going to come with Randy in a couple of weeks. Brothers, you all listen to me good. He going to come with Randy in a couple of weeks for share out money and come and shop go buy rum. Because they see us that we are rumbo. But we not a rumbo. We have sense. So they're going to come and think they could come and buy we out. And come and play. We go just drink. And we go Baza Day. And we go come back again and vote them again. This time, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Since I was announced, I have been throughout Central Leeward from September October, November, December, January, up to August, right on the ground. You see me all the time. The people in there, you say, they not see Randy. The Randy live a you. They say, mix, I will see you more than Randy. When we see you, we not see him. In Bukument, they say the same thing. They say, Mr. Huggins, since you spoke at Dr. Kishore's official launch at the NDP's convention in October, and when you spoke about the road, the ring road, which was going on for a whole year, and they didn't even have 100 yards, 100 feet paved. When I spoke about it in Peterborough, the next day, the Monday, the 14th, they doubled the workforce, and then they start to work. I told the people of Bukument, listen, you all are going to get this road done before elections. And it was delivered. Why? Because of my advocacy. Because I am speaking on behalf of the people. Well, listen to this now. After the whole neglect of Barrelly, you come to Barrelly, and if you knew Barrelly 30 years ago, if you knew Barrelly 40 years ago, you realize that over the last 25 years, this administration, they have transformed Barrelly to a ghost town. Look at the police station. Trees are growth at police station. Look at the post office. The post office a leak. And look how it's dirty and rusty. Look at the playing field, which they say they turn into a playground. The children them getting caught up and all kind of thing. And they're telling the parents them they can't do nothing about that. Well, you think that bad? Look at the roads. Sister Weena talk about it at the beginning. Yeah? Look at the roads from Silima coming here. Look where we are. This used to be pitch. Today, it is dirt. The entire surface, top surface of it gone. Going across by the building over there. You see the building they talk about Blackfish Processing Center? They promised us, and I'll remind us, in Butland Glass, in their first term, that they were going to deliver that. 25 years later, it's still not done. 25 years later. So for 25 years, they've been promising Butland Glass, a fisheries, a blackfish fisheries processing plant. And to date, we're going into another election cycle. And them joke, as they say, they were hit for 6. Well, Barrelly, Butland Glass, jam down. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. You could choose to neglect your own and continue to suffer under labor. And I charge you not to make that mistake. I was on Boom Tuesday gone. And I said to Bing, he was asking me about first 5 things that I'll do in Central Leeward. You know what was number 1? Number 1 was this very road. Within the first 3 months, this road must be done because this is a public embarrassment and a national disgrace for St. Vincent and the Grenadines and a disrespect to the people of Butland Glass. Butland Glass, we better than this. We are better than this. My roots is right here. Born in Curtains. Went to school, early childhood education. At Dagma, preschool. Right at Jamdong, yes, so. A lot of my schoolmates, they right here, listen. Their parents, I know them. And your children, you have to encourage them for we bring home we own. Because this election, we cannot make that mistake. Butland Glass, to my right next door here, so. The bathrooms, they close it down. I was speaking with the Fisheries them today. They said, Huggins, it closed down because they ain't maintaining nothing. It has electrical problem and water is running from the roof into the electrical wires. Shock a lady, so they had to close it down. Not even a bathroom, labor are maintaining a Butland Glass. A Fisheries center right here, built by the NDP administration over 35 years ago. As Sister Louis said, the cold storage, which is a big thing you can walk in and pack up fish. A decades now in our work. Because of this administration, they shut it down. The little piece of wharf there, they pull up the blackfish and so the whole thing break down. They ain't concerned one bit. Well, there's a thing about them. When they building, they're not building properly. So that is why we have a sinking port. But also, the blackfish processing plant, they have to now take down the defense wall, which they were advised, as Mr. Cummins said, by the professionals how to do the design. They want to shortcut. Exactly what they said to them is what happened. As a result of that, the entire yard over there would have to be dug up and redone. So, it ain't going to be delivered before this election. Because Randy said, we're listening to the people, but it's me listening to. Because I beat him on it. And he said, we're not going to open it unless we do Barley Road, unless we do Butland Glass Road. Well, I know they ain't going to do it. They were planning to do it 3 months before election. But as it stands now, time running out on them. We are 4 months away from elections. And they're planning to call it just now. So we need to be prepared for elections. We need to be prepared for elections anytime now. So everybody must be registered. Your children need to be registered. Once they turn 18, they need to be registered. I could go on and on with the whole neglect of Central Leeward. But tonight's meeting is specific for the issues in Butland Glass. Roads, deplorable. Sporting facilities, Dr. Shaw will talk about them. Deplorable. When I presented Vision Central Leeward 2025, 2035, I talked about what we're going to do. I started from curtains. I said we will resurface curtains, extend the field, fence it, light it, and transform the hard court into an indoor facility. That's vision. Why? All of this activity will create employment for you in Barley and in Central Leeward. Because when we have proper sporting facilities, we will be able to excel. We're going to do the same thing in Layu. Well, you know, after I talk about it, Layu people told me it's since 2010, in a Saul Louis time. Boss man said he promised Layu people to light the field. Since 2010. When I talk about my vision for Central Leeward, and I said we lighten all 3 playing fields, Curtains, Barley, Layu, and Bukumens. They went crazy. As we speak, they're digging out things in Layu. But they hear plans, but they don't understand. The man there went and dig the foundation on the playing field. You see how they have sense? They hear people talk about plans, but they don't understand. So they try to shortcut. They're not ready yet. In Vision 2025, 2035, that's a 10-year plan. Because we have to rebuild Central Leeward. We have to restore Central Leeward. Dr. Friday and the NDP, we have a major task to rebuild the whole of St. Vincent. But my focus is Central Leeward, and I am agitating and I am pushing for Central Leeward. When they hear my plans, they're trying to see if they could deliver. But the people of Bukumen said to me, Huggins, we thank you for speaking for us. They finished the road and they're trying to complete it because they have a meeting coming up in Bukumen next week. So they're trying to finish it off. But that is the point, man. When I talk, they go to work. The Palmies Mountain Road across from Force Bridge to go up into Bellwood. Bishop said my sister house. He tell me talk specific. The people in the area, they told me, they say, Huggins, it's since straight a time. They keep promising us and promising us. But since you start to talk about the thing and you post it on Facebook, they come now and say they're going to go do it. They went and put up a sign in October, say that last year, because when I beat them on it in Peterborough, they put up a signboard in December, backtrack it, say that the project starts in October. It will take 15 months. They now start to say they're doing a little drain there. And the people say, Huggins, they're trying for Mama Guy, but we are still vote against them. Central Leeward. This is a time for change. And we cannot make the mistake, Butland Glass. We can't make the mistake, Butland Glass. We cannot make the mistake, Butland Glass. Look at the condition of your roads. Look at the conditions of your washroom, your bathrooms. Look at the condition of the bay. Look at the condition of the post office. The condition of the police station. We don't even have a police station in Barley. They take it and put it outside of Barley in our rent house. You imagine that? They have shown us that they do not care about us. But Butland Glass, I want to say to you, under the ministry of the blue economy, fisheries, because we'll be separating agriculture from fisheries. But hear the thing about it. You see the 4 pillars behind there? Agriculture, fisheries, the blue economy, tourism, and the new economy, sports, culture, and creative arts. Central Leeward stand to benefit from all 4 pillars of the economy. And with my presence and leadership as your representative in the next cabinet in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you will see transformation. Your children are going to be better off. Your lives are going to be improved. This is my sister Nick. That's my classmate and my schoolmate. Blessings, Nick. Blessings, Nick. Blessings, Nick. Blessings, Nick. This is one for the future. Our children will get a better future under our government. I know many of you are struggling with your children in school. We have some schools that are private schools, and the registration is high. But even in the government schools, you still have to pay all kind of fees. And with the high cost of living crisis, we all know that you are struggling. We know that you're struggling. But I'm here to tell you, the time is coming when there's going to be a brighter day, a new dawn in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and especially in Butland Glass and in Barley. Youth unemployment is higher in Barley and in Central Leeward than any other areas in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are going to turn that around. We are going to turn that around. My last point to you tonight. Butler and Glass and all of Barreley. I told them already, curtains lock. They try to penetrate curtains and the people tell them, you not waste your time because mix our boy and I mix your support. They've been promised since May this year they were going to upgrade the hard coat and curtains and upgrade the playing field because they hear me talking about it in my vision Central Leeward 2025-2035. But when the pressure hit them, they realize that Leyu not so good because the people at Leyu tell me, Huggins, we are with you because well, you heard Brother Bishop talk about it. The representation that we have been getting, it's too poor. They want us to depend on them to keep us on handouts and poor relief. We will ensure those who need those social services will get them. But for our strong youths and able-bodied people, we will ensure that you get the level of employment that you need. I close with this, Central Leeward, Butler and Glass, Barreley. The choice is yours. The power is in your hand. The expired guy will be trying to bamboozle people's minds. But I told him already, you cannot keep up with this team because this team fits. You saw Major, you saw Cummins. You're going to see Dr. Friday right after me. We fit. And when it comes to myself, Dr. Shallow, them can't test because we are licked them far. So Central Leeward, as I close, Butler and Glass, the choice is yours. South Leeward, lock. Dr. Shallow just told you, by statistical analysis, he only need a half a vote to turn over North Leeward. That is less than one. But he not looking for no one vote. He are going to sweep it in heavy. So we are looking for turn over North Leeward by hundreds of votes. But here we are now. For Central Leeward, them thinking that because they won it by 500, that going to be mammoth and that going to be hard for turnover. Well, let me tell you something. There was a David who knocked out a giant called Goliath. And Central Leeward, what is coming for them in this election is a David knocking out Goliath. You have the power to make this happen. And I am calling on you, Central Leeward. Do not disappoint. It is too long in that. It is time for us to turn things around for the betterment of Central Leeward, for the betterment of Barreley, for the betterment of Butler and Glass. Good night, and God bless you. Good night, God bless you. God bless you.
Central Leeward, come on and show some love for your candidate, Conroy! Yeah. Central Leeward, Bottle and Glass, Barley. We feeling the love tonight. We feeling the love tonight. And with that same energy, ladies and gentlemen, with that same energy, you see the team that the New Democratic Party is presenting for the upcoming general elections. Let me just make one quick announcement. The driver of P5758, your park lights are on. They've been on for the longest while, so please, you might want to go and check that if when you're ready to go, your vehicle could start. P5758. So like I was saying, you saw the team. You see the team for the New Democratic Party. From as far as North Leeward to North Windward, there is only one man to lead this team to victory. There's only one man, ladies and gentlemen, that is fit enough to lead an NDP team as dynamic as this one. The man who will become the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The kind of Prime Minister we want. The kind of Prime Minister we need. The kind of Prime Minister we deserve. Please welcome to the podium, Bottle and Glass, Central Leeward. Welcome your next Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday.
All right. Feel all right. What a wonderful evening. What a wonderful evening this has been so far. I am feeling so happy tonight to see so many people here and to feel the vibe, the hope that is evident in this crowd. I want to thank my colleagues who came out here tonight to support our brother Conroy. But it's not just to support Conroy, you know. They come out here because they want to show the people of Central Leeward that we are all part and parcel of this project that we started so long ago to get this ULP government out of office and to bring a brighter future for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, you have heard from my colleagues. You have heard from your candidate and next representative, Conroy Huggins. Listen up. Listen up. Guys, if you're going to be talking behind here, move to the front. Thank you. All right. Conroy spoke about so many of the things that have been neglected over the years in this community, in the whole of Central Leeward, by this ULP government. And they have been the party that has been representing this constituency for decades. So they can't come now and tell you that give them a little bit more time and things will be better. Because they've had all the time in the world and they haven't delivered. And Conroy tonight, he pointed out some of the things that you know for yourselves because they're obvious. But these guys, they've been in office, they have the gall to come back and to ask you again for another term to fix the same things that Conroy talked about, when in fact they are the ones have created the problem in the first place. But what Conroy told you, that was terrible. But you know, it is not the worst of it, because what all of those things, the things that have been neglected, the things that you need to be able to make a living with. The result of that is that in this community, in Barely, do you know that when the government did its poverty assessment for the period between 2008 and 2018, that this community was the worst in terms of poverty in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? That is a fact. Under this ULP government, the people in Barely became poorer and poorer. And if they were to measure it now, it would be worse. Because you know how you feel. You see how your neighbors and your friends, how their living standards have declined. How the fisher folk have been struggling to be able to make a living. You have seen the decline in your livelihoods in this country over the time that the ULP have been in office. So what we are telling you are things that you experience. The question is, what are you going to do about it? We can't accept that by their own figures, by their own study, life in this community has gotten worse. People have gotten poorer. Barely has become the poorest community under this ULP government. And it happened during the period between 2000 and 2018. That is when they were in office. So, my dear people, when Conroy tells you that he has come here knowing the plight of the people in this constituency, of you in this community, and that he wants to be a part of making that better, that is a part of my team. We are going to dedicate our time not to building careers for ourselves, not to flying out on big jets and going to conferences, not to putting big names on ourselves, not talking and bragging about who in the world that we went and talked to, which countries we've visited, which conferences we've been to, when in fact at home the people whom you represent are catching hell and you don't give a damn about it. We are going to change that in the new Democratic Party. What I say to you is that we are the party that is going to focus after the next general election and we are in government. Government policy will be focused on making the lives of the ordinary people of this country better. The fisher folk, the farmers, the people working in construction industry, the small business people, somebody has to have their back. Somebody has to look out for them. Somebody has to ensure that the farmers, they have access to credit and to markets, that the fisher folk, that they have access to credit and to markets, that they could have better boats, that they could make more profit when they go out and come back and sell. You heard when Louise talked a bit earlier this evening about the fact that the fishermen, you know, you come in and you do your thing and you have fish and you want to sell it, but you want to get the king's tongue and you can't get to market in time. Where you going to put them? You don't have an ice facility here, a cooling facility to keep them. All of those things make life difficult, makes you poorer. That is why life for the people in this community has gotten worse under the ULP. So I ask you again, you have to do something about it. We have to do something about it. So what are we going to do about it? You know, the fellas on the other side, they will come now, you know. They're so brazen. They will come now as they did in the parliament yesterday. They come and they're telling us, listen, we're doing so well. We need you to give us $98 million to spend between now and election so that we can make life better for the people. If they ain't do it with over $1 billion that they got at the beginning of the year between January and now, another $98 million can make any difference? So we tell them go to hell. We are not supporting it. And so yesterday in the parliament, they got upset with us because we didn't support it. So you know what they say? we're going to go to the people and we're going to tell them you didn't support it. Well, I come into you first. I tell you I did support it. And the reason I didn't support it is because they're going to waste that money. They're going to use it for political purposes. The people who need it are not going to get it. We know that it's going to happen. So yesterday when I said it, the representative down here, I say, you know, I don't trust you because you're doing it for political reasons. People right now in housing, where we voted $136 million last July to help people who were damaged by Hurricane Beryl. They need it. And we said, we know that sometimes you might have to come back and get some more because the people, the devastation that we suffered was unprecedented. But when I look and I see how they have spent that money, when I look at the condition of the people in the Southern Grenadines, even in my own constituency, some people here in the mainland whose homes are damaged, and they still have not been given the assistance. And then you have people who did not suffer any damage, and they got public assistance. They got lumber and galvanized, they have it piled up around the homes. And they're telling me that you want me to continue that worthlessness by giving you more money? I said, no, we will not do it. So when I tell them that they're giving the money for people who did not have any damage, or they're doing it for political reason, he tell me I mustn't go down that road. Well, if I don't go down that road, you don't point the direction in the first place. And so what they did, they should be ashamed of themselves to come back now and to ask us for more money. And of course, we have the situation with the park that we have. You are very lovely, but save somebody shake hand for somebody else. All right. So we have now the port. You know, you had the port down there, they're building it, they wouldn't tell you exactly what's happening. And they come and they say they want another $25 million to fix it up. We tell them no. We already supported the loan for the port. When they said they wanted over $650 million, we supported it, even though we had concerns about the scale of the project and how it was going to be made back. But we gave them that support because we know that we need to be able to invest today for the future. But they have all this stuff going on where the port seems like it's falling apart, and they're trying to tell you that this is normal, that this is no big deal. Nothing to see here. We have people fixing it. They're under the water. You can't see them. My problem is when you're gone, you know, you don't give all your sweet talk, and the people come in and they patch up here and there and they're gone. And 2-3 years down the road, we now have to deal with the fallout from that. I want to make sure that that is done properly, that your $700 million of taxpayers' money, that is spent properly. I had no confidence in them, so yesterday I tell them not one damn cent more. Show us how you are spending the money, and give us the assurance that what you're doing now is going to come back to the benefit of the people, and we won't have to be given a basket to carry water. So there we go. That is where we are in this country. So I ask you again, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? We can't say things going bad and we stand up and we do nothing. We can't stay in our homes and say, let somebody else go do that. You can't say, Mick's going to run, so Mick's going to fix things for me. You have to help yourself as well. We have to stand up together and make the change. People are catching hell, especially in this community, because the cost of living crisis is hurting everybody. You go to the shop today, and the price that you paid last week for something, it gone up. You're gone also that you have your children to educate, school time coming. You know at this time of the year, in August, you have to buy shoes, you got to buy uniforms, you got to buy books for your children. You got to pay registration fee. Where the money coming from? A lot of those people come to me, and what little I have, I help. But you know, we can do much better than that as a country. So what we say is that we're going to focus on making things a bit better for people so that you have more money in your pocket. We're going to reduce the VAT from 16% to 13%. That puts money back in people's pocket immediately. We are going to make sure that jobs are created and that better wages are paid. You've heard that we are going to have better training for our young people, so you have more skills and your work is higher value and you can be paid better. Because one of the problems we have in this country, we don't have a lot of jobs. You have 20% unemployment for most people, and for young people it's over 40%. But also, even when you get a job, that the wages are low, the lowest in the region. People are leaving here, government jobs, other jobs in the private sector, and going to work in St. Kitts and Antigua and elsewhere, and Barbados, because they're getting paid better than they are here. So one of the things that we have to do as well is we have to train our people better, make sure that their skills are there and they can produce so that they can be paid better. We will do that. We will invest in that. That is how you develop a country. Not by going away and begging and coming back and borrowing and telling people how you're so smart and you're so bright, that everybody in the world respects you. You're becoming your own trumpet, when in fact you should be letting the people of this country here decide whether or not you are serving them properly. This present government, they're letting you down. So the question is, I ask again, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Yeah? I have some suggestions. But we have in your candidate the right solution. So when I ask you what you're going to do about it, your first answer must be, we're going to vote for Mix. We put in Conroy in office because I want him in cabinet. I want you to send him there. When you selected him as your candidate and you say, we want you to join Dr. Friday's team to represent us in the next general election, that was only step one. We now have to move to step two. He is the candidate. Step two is saying, we want to make sure that Conroy now goes to Parliament as an elected member of Parliament to join Dr. Friday's cabinet. So that is what we must do. That is what we must do. And here's the last thing. Here's what I want to tell you. I want to give you this assurance. Because two people meet me today and they tell me about it. They say, Friday, we're ready to vote. We believe that the New Democratic Party is the best choice for this country. And we know that most of the people in this country believe likewise. But we have to make sure that we come out, but we also have to make sure that on election day, that my vote is registered properly and that it is counted properly. And when it's all done, that the will of the people is manifest in the final count and the general election. And I give you that assurance that we in the New Democratic Party, we are doing all that we can to ensure that all of those things that they have done in the past to try to deny the people the right to choose the government of their own choice, that those things we are working to make sure that those don't affect your vote when the election comes. So what I ask you is this. We are doing our part. We have put together the team. You have done your part so far. You've given me an excellent candidate in Conroy Huggins. The next part of it is we must all come together now and vote. I stand here tonight and I talk to you for how long? Maybe too long. I talk to you tomorrow again. We're going to another meeting up by Bruce. And then we have meetings. We have had so many meetings over the country. So we talk here on stage. Leacock came up and he talked. You have Dr. Shallow come up and talk. You have other candidates. We have 15 candidates, but guess how many votes those 15 candidates have? 15. I have 1 vote. All of you, much more powerful than the 15 of us, because there's a lot of you down there. All right? So let me use that power. Let's put it all together. Take our frustrations. Take our disappointments with this present government. Take all the hopes and dreams we have for the future. all the expectations and the plans we have for our young children. As farmers, as fisher folk, the dreams that we have for a bigger boat, for a better farm, all of those things can come true. All of those things can come true. But we have to put them all together. And on the day when it really matters, which is election day, that we don't stay home. We don't chicken out. We don't get afraid and say, let somebody else do it. We cannot bring the change if we take that approach. You are the masters of your own destiny. You hire me. You hire all them fellas here. You know? So act like it. On election, they vote them out. You can do it. All right? So we have that in store for them. But we have much more than that. It's not just about changing government. It's about the plans that we as a New Democratic Party have put together to change this country for the better in every aspect of it. The economy, to create better jobs, more jobs and better jobs. To provide opportunities for our farmers, for our fisher folk. For our young people, to give them a place in this country so that they can feel this is theirs, not just their parents and their grandparents. For all those people who are struggling to make ends meet now because cost of living is crushing them, know that you have a government in the New Democratic Party that will look out for your interests and make things better by reducing the costs for you. All of these things are possible, but we have to make it happen. So tonight we are here in confirmation of Conroy Huggins. Conroy, come up here. As your candidate. As my colleague. And a man I want to sit around the table after the next election as part of my cabinet. You will send him there. Don't matter what they tell you about the task ahead. Once you believe in yourself and you believe that you can make it happen, you will make it happen. Tonight, we start the journey again, and we will go farther and faster if we do it all together. Thank you, and God bless you. We will continue the struggle until we bring victory to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Just want to express thanks to all of you for coming out. God bless you. I see my teacher here. My teacher in preschool is here with me tonight. Teacher Ash taught me in bottle and glass at the Dogma preschool. Evidence that me a jam dong man. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. You've made the right choice. We're getting it right this time, and we are turning Central Leeward totally wrong. God bless you. God bless you.
All right. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Bottle and glass, thank you very much for coming out tonight. For those of you who are going to be traveling back, please take it easy on the road. Remember, on election day, we're voting for the New Democratic Party. We're voting Conroy Huggins for Central Leeward. Thank you very much for those of you viewing the live stream wherever you are tonight. Thank you very much for watching, liking, and sharing. God bless you. Good night, and we're ready for the elections.